And here the biggest challenge is identify the camera. Is the biggest challenge, or the camcorder. If it is a video thing, the camcorder. That's the biggest challenge. Yeah, exactly. Now, suppose even in this thing, he can do some forgery and.
Say you are teaching something else.
Yeah. The biggest challenge is to find out this thing. Now, the interesting thing is that particular equipment, that particular what is it? What is that?
DCR SR6080.
SR68. Now, is this DCR SR68 available, say something like 1 lakh pieces everywhere in the world? If it is available 1 lakh pieces, then every piece is unique on these 5 aspects. The generic image features that this piece takes out is different from the generic image features that the other piece of the same model, same year, same company, everything remains the same. Color filter features, lens distortion features, CCD sensor noise. There is one thing called a sensor inside this thing. Now, old cameras used to make some noise, right? Which is a sensor noise. But today's cameras don't make noise, right? It doesn't make audible noise, but
it makes noise inside.
Right, inside. Now, this noise actually creates a small scratch on the photograph. And this scratch, you can't see the scratch. This scratch can be electronically analyzed to find out which camera is there. So, based on these 5 aspects, you can easily now find out which is the camera and which is the camcorder. So you can't blackmail anybody with any photo, any forgery or any manipulated thing. And remember, there are experts available in this thing. I am not fully expertised in this thing, but a person, CIA, for example, CIA's consultant in America, CIA's consultant on this aspect is an Indian, Dr. Nasir Memon. He is in New York University. He is a professor of computer science and image forensics in New York University, and he is an Indian. He is from he is basically born and brought up in Hyderabad, studied in Bits-Pilani. He is PhD in computer science. Nasir Memon, I know him very well. Now, in fact, in a case connected to this thing of Kerala police, I sent that photograph to him. I asked police to get in touch with him, and he solved the problem easily. Now, this is one challenge. Another challenge is, say in certain, for example, theft cases, you will have hidden camera in various shops. They switch on the camera at night also, so that next day they will have these culprits' photos, video, this thing. But it may not be very clear to identify the culprit exactly. So this has to be enhanced. These photographs taken in dim light will have to be enhanced. Now that's another challenge in these areas, wherein one of the best experts in the world is an Indian working in I don't remember his name, but I know him through this Nasir Memon. Through Nasir Memon I know that person also. He is Dr. Vinod. So he's another professor in computer science in US. I don't exactly remember his name. So such things are next. Now, so all these things we have talked about that. Next, this photograph, is it fake or original? Fake. Reason?
The color is different.
Yeah. Well, what way?
Not really that. What shadow this side and.
What way? He has got a shadow here. She doesn't have a shadow. Now, see. So. Light is coming from this side, but her face doesn't tell that light is not coming from that, light is this thing. Now there are 3 pictures. One is this man, this lady, and this background. Which is fake? How can you ensure that? This man can be this can be the fake part.
No, because you can see light and shadow is
so what? So what? Only this man's face is here. No other thing in this photograph has got a shade.
Yeah, so
only only image, only part that has got a shadow is this man. So he can be the first part. Newly entered. He can be. Or even the background can also be forged. This is forged and the background is also forged. Let this man be the original one. As you said, this can be forged. Background can also be forged. So this has to be proved, electronically proved. Which part is forged? What is the reason for that? We have to logically convince the judiciary that this part is a forged part, this part is the original thing. Forgery is done on this date, this time, using this software, this computer. Everything will have to be proved. Now, there needs to be supporting evidence for that. All these details should corroborate with the details given by the lawyers and the police. Other details are non-digital details. For example, lawyers then will have to prove that or provide evidence for the culprit's usage of that particular computer.
Access.
Yeah, access. For example, that the culprit bought this computer on such and such date, and the culprit is using the computer. Lawyer will have to produce the invoice of that. So these physical evidence will have to be corroborated with digital evidence. That's not our job. That's a lawyer's job, a police job, or some investigative agency's job. We don't poke our nose into those things. We just give clear-cut evidence of forgery of this thing. Next. Say this, another one. A clear-cut forgery case. Now the previous one and this are from actual cases. Not forged for this presentation. Actual this thing. It's New York University. Nazim Memon only gave me these two photographs. Now this part. Actually, this is the original thing. We just the culprit just took part of this part. Take a copy of that and kept it here. See this. Covered. This is actually a copy paste of this part. This is the copy paste of this part. Now, interesting thing. This photo is original. It's not a fabricated photo. Only this is fabricated and this part is fabricated. But we don't know. Nobody knows. We didn't have this photograph. Only this was seized. So we had to prove that all these parts are original and taken using this particular camera, and so police will provide hundreds of that particular camera, and we got to identify which camera was used to take that. But this part is fabricated using this particular software on this particular day, this particular time, all those things. There are evidence available in this photograph itself to prove all these things.